All right, so let's introduce the Bank of Canada. So it has 5 functions in our financial system. First is it acts as a banker's bank. So just as we go into a chartered bank and put in deposits and take out loans, is the Bank of Canada does that for all the chartered banks. So the second is it supplies the currency in the economy, so it's responsible for that. Third is it's a fiscal agent for the government. What they really mean here is that it's a bank for the government. So the government has a deposit account there and it can take loans out. So the fourth is it supervises the chartered banks. And then the fifth, and probably the most important, is it regulates the supply of the money. And so it does so in order to keep economic growth occurring, yet keeping prices stable. So just as we did with the chartered banks, we can look at the Bank of Canada's balance sheet. So on the asset side, it will have securities. So these are government securities that we'll own and hold. And then also it has loans. So a chartered bank can go in and take a loan from the Bank of Canada just as we can go into the bank and do that. So it shows up as an asset. On the liability side is that the chartered banks can keep deposits at the Bank of Canada, and these deposits are part of their reserves. And then the government of Canada itself, when it collects money, it keeps it on deposit at the Bank of Canada. And then lastly is all of the banknotes, or the paper currency that's out there, is actually a liability of the Bank of Canada. So just as we had with the balance sheet with the chartered banks, is that at all times the assets need to equal the liabilities.